Hey guys, it's Robert from Repurpose and Reuse, where I take everyday items and turn them into new creations. And today I wanted to do something a little bit different. I wanted to show you my unboxing of my newest item, a Hell's Forge. If you see my other videos, I show you how to make a brake drum forge from an old car's brake drum. So I got this propane forge, and I want to just do kind of an unboxing of what it comes with, let you know the specs, and then the setup. And then in another video, part 2, I'm going to actually show you the forge in use. Let's get started with it. The forge itself is made out of this 1/8 inch thick heavy duty steel, so it's really heavy, and the company claims it's 5 times thicker than some of the sheet metal forges you get imported from China. You know, it's real heavy duty construction. They've coated it with this paint that withstands up to 2,000 degrees, and then it's got the burner on top, so a vertical mount, so it directs that heat right down onto your project inside the forge. And it's kind of cool little plaque they put on here. So inside the forge, you can see it has this 1-inch thick high density ceramic fire blanket, which they recommend putting refractory cement on. And I'm going to do that just to extend the life of my blanket and also help prevent aerosolization of these fibers, which can definitely be a health hazard. And so this is the forge itself. It's 10 inches long, 8 3/4 inches high from the surface to the top, and then it's 8 3/4 inches long. The inside diameter I felt was sufficient enough for the purposes I wanted it for. It's 3.5 inches tall inside from the bottom to the top. It's a 6 3/4 inch width inside, and you've got that 10-inch long length to give you plenty of room. So for things that I want to do, bladesmithing, simple blacksmithing projects, this is my first time using a propane forge. It's definitely an adequate size for me, but super impressed with just the heavy duty construction of it. And comes with a fire brick, so you could put this inside the fire blanket here like this. I also bought some extra fire bricks, which I'm going to put when I'm doing my project like this, just to help lock in heat, help the temperature get hotter inside. So this is plenty big for the purposes I want it for: bladesmithing, small blacksmithing projects, you know, typical things I would use, you know, file, wrenches, or other small, you know, pieces of metal. Even if you wanted to make something like a tomahawk out of a wrench. You know, I did not make this, I purchased this, but you know, this would fit nicely in here too. So yeah, should be plenty big for the purposes I'm going to use it for. And then the connections it comes with this 48-inch high pressure regulator hose, heavy duty. You hook, of course, this into the propane tank and this into the extreme heat burner. So this is real heavy duty here, super thick. It's got an adjustable choke with the air intake valve, so you can adjust while it's burning. And then the brass fitting inside, which connects in like this. So this connects into here. Of course, the heat burner goes to the top. They've even notched it nicely, so you know exactly how far to insert it. And then of course you tighten it here with a wrench. The regulator will fit onto the brass fitting like this, and of course this connects to your propane source with the on and off valve here. So those are the main pieces. I was really impressed with the guy who runs the company, with the instructions that it came with. It has really clear assembly instructions, and even put a handwritten message with his phone number if you have any questions with setup or questions on how to use it. So I thought that was a nice touch from a local, made in the US company. They do recommend the refractory cement on the inside of this fiber blanket. I'm going to use this refractory cement. It's the Miko's Red Devil. They do have a proprietary Hell's Forge Hellcoat cement as well, but this had good reviews and it withstands temperatures up to 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which is what I wanted. And it's already mixed in here, so it's already a liquid material. So I'm going to show you how I apply this refractory cement and prepare the inside of the forge. All right, so it's time to put on the refractory cement. I'm doing it in a well-ventilated area with my respirator, gloves, and safety goggles. And you want to stir it around really well. All right, let's apply it. So from another video I saw that spraying this down with a little water helps it spread first. So I'm going to pre-treat it with a little spray. And I want to put it on about 1/8 of an inch thick, which is the thickness of our forge here. And of course you want to get the outside edges too. For that I'm going to use this brush. It's honestly easier than icing a cake. The consistency is a little bit thinner than icing, so it goes on pretty easily. Reading some of the reviews of the other products, they were saying it was too thick and too hard to apply, but this is the perfect consistency to apply. And we'll do the other side just the same. And then I do just want to spread it out in here, make sure it's a nice even coat, not too thick in areas. Make sure it's nice and smooth. And my ceramic blanket's consistent width throughout. Some people say you let it cure with a little bit of fire from the forge. I've got a heat gun that I'm going to try to use instead and get it nice and firm before I use it, so there's no wet spots that could potentially crackle or pop or explode. Out of this half-gallon bucket, I used about 1/3 of the volume, so even with the larger double burner forges, this is plenty of cement, the half-gallon bucket. And I'm going to use one final brush just to help smooth things out. And I definitely want to clean this up Make sure there's no cement drying to my forge itself. All right, that's looking pretty good here. Definitely want to make sure the top burner hole is open and patent. And looking pretty good. Let's get it cured. All right, we're about 2 hours in. It's already drying pretty nicely. Just to air, it's about 75 degrees out and already getting nice and firm. So let it stand overnight, and then before using, I'll use my heat gun to properly cure it.